Morning.
Morning.
What's going on?
So we have used one tank of water, like 100 liters. So I switched the tanks to the other side, and it was just lots of air coming out. So I was like, oh, that's strange. So I opened it up and realized the tank's also empty. I guess means it's got a crack in it somewhere. So essentially we lost a third of our water to spillage, possibly during the crossing. So we're gonna try to figure out where it is and then source more water.
Hey guys, welcome to Once Upon a Reef channel. We're Ryan and Poppy, a couple of adventure junkie sailors out to explore the most amazing reefs and islands in the world.
We hope by documenting everything this lifestyle encompasses that we will inspire, raise awareness, and support ongoing research to do our part in protecting these natural life systems. Subscribe if you're on board, and come sail away with Skate Away.
See, it's had a rough life before.
Yeah, already lots of fiberglass. So the idea is to try to, I guess, fiberglass the whole thing instead of trying to find the holes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sand it back a bit to get rid of all this shitty fiberglass job, and then I'll redo at least the edges all the way around.
While Ryan is sanding, I realized that one of our cupboards, or two of them actually, are a bit drenched in water. So I'm having to empty out all of our cans and stuff and dry them, checking to see if there's any rust or maybe any cans that have broken. You can see it's pretty drenched in here. Oh. And I've tasted the water and it is indeed salt. And that's verified by, you can see rust starting on the bottom of these cans. It's a bit frustrating. I'd rather have it been freshwater. So yeah, maybe this happened during the crossing when it's quite rough, but now I need to figure out where the water's seeping in.
So a little handy trick I've come across while doing my dodgy fiberglass repairs is these rolls of like pre-cut fiberglass, like the matting. Usually really expensive in the shops, but I found them on eBay super cheap. Same stuff, and just makes it easy. Like if I'm doing this edge line, I just roll it out, cut it to length, rather than the big squares that you normally get it in. So for smaller jobs, this stuff like really helps make it a neater job. We recently noticed that the tank was broken. We lost a third of all our water, which is not what you want in remote locations. But funnily enough, we came into this bay to get water, so now we'll just get extra. I'm guessing because the tank drained all the way out that it's somewhere on the bottom line, but I brought the edges as well a bit. Should do the job.
Should do the job.
Should do the job.
Hopefully we can hear you with this bloody wind blowing.
Yeah, we've been running all the power tools straight off the boat's battery, grinders and everything. We got the wind turbine going and plenty of sun coming in. No fuel.
Unos se van con el viento, a otras se las lleva el mar, sonando y bailando la vida del sonero, cruzando tierras y montes, a veces sin intentar.
So now we're gonna test to see that what we've Don has fixed the leak in the water tank, so we've grabbed a couple drums and we're gonna go to Locals where they've got a creek where they get their fresh water. It's gonna be a little bit tricky because we're being ridiculous and we're gonna take our kayak.
Hi! So Ryan, what are we doing?
So they've showed us where Freshwater Creek is, and then we've come to our little harbour in the mangroves, and we're going to walk up and get some water.
So before we walked, I already filled a couple drums, and this 14-year-old boy carried an entire 20-liter by himself, just on his shoulder, all the way down this walk they're about to do.
Yeah, he made the walk look very easy.
Yeah.
And outpaced Poppy with the little 5 litre.
Yeah, I was going so slow with these, just one 5 liter, but I mean, we're walking barefoot essentially through this. And yeah, very tough kids here. So we brought him some clothes to gift him.
Yeah. They got some clothes and some biros and a little bag.
Yeah.
So thanks for helping out with the muscle.
Yeah.
Condongs here as well, just like in Australia, that the cassowaries love. Apparently there was one cassowary, but it got too big and started like fighting all the dogs and chickens and all that, so they ended up eating it.
And just up this way is the chief's house, so he's right by the creek water. Yeah, so right here is the chief's house. So beautiful over here. And we walk down this path.
It's probably a bit ridiculous that we bring all our drums on a kayak, but we just really don't want to use our dinghy. We just prefer not to show stuff like that and to not use fuel. So anyways, we're getting muscles, even if we have to do many trips, and it's a bit ridiculous.
Oh, there's little chickens. And the rooster.
Apparently you get some sort of edible mushrooms that grow out of the waste from the sago. Haven't seen any yet, but
Yeah, this is the sago, isn't it?
the waste,
Yeah.
which makes good mulch.
Ryan has carried 2 20 liters down that path that we just walked up when they were empty. I don't know how he did it. That's why we don't need a gym out here. I only carried the 2 5 liter and that was enough for me. And now the tide's picked up quite a bit, or the wind, sorry. So we gotta go back.
Take this kayak and paddle back in this. I don't know if you can see a lot of the waves coming this way, but
She's pretty windy, maybe like 25 knots that we're gonna go straight against with all this water. You ready to paddle back?
Stretch.
We're gonna go straight against it. I'm gonna get very wet. Well, we barely made it back and nearly sunk the kayak on the way because the waves just totally flooded the boat.
Yeah, it's pretty windy and choppy, and we're definitely overweighted. But we made it.
Yeah, we had to paddle pretty fast so we didn't sink, and now our kayak is full of water.
But all part of the adventure, eh?
Mission success.
Yeah. So we've just woken up to the starboard side of our hull completely flooded. We're not really sure where the water has come in from, but we're thinking that it's from this water tank. Maybe on this side has burst, just like the other side. Yeah.
So we figured out the water leaking is from the water tank, but on the other side now. Why it's all of a sudden started leaking, I'm not sure, but it is. So instead of letting it slowly drain out onto our floor, we're going to siphon out the water. Yeah, so basically just put a hose in it, suck it, and then it will start flowing. So Puppy puts that end down to the bottom, and then I just suck this in. And then it'll just keep flowing like that. Can you see that?
Yeah, so the water tanks that we thought we fixed yesterday, they didn't work. So we ended up having to pull that water tank out again and fiberglass it again. We just found actually where it was leaking, because unfortunately we didn't see the leak again until we filled it to the top. So we were nearly full of refilling the tank for the second time, and then we'd seen there was the leak. So we had to drain it out again and pull it out, fiberglass it, and then wait until the morning so we can refill it. And at the same time, the water tank that we fixed the other day on the other side started having an issue. Turns out just has to, we think it might just be a connection with the tubes. But yeah, just very unfortunate to have two water tanks break at the same time on a rainy day when you could be catching all the water, and it's not really dry, or like there's no sunshine to dry the fiberglass. So it's been a bit of a hectic few days of rain, but hopefully that's over and it's fixed and we can have maybe a day break from the rain.